What's up, it's Chris Harriet. Today I'm going to show you how 600 calories can look very different depending on the food or meal that you're looking at, and the results may surprise you. I actually did a poll asking you all if you track your calories, and only 16% of you said yes. And while not everyone may need to track their calories, at least having an idea of how many calories are in the foods that you're eating will definitely benefit your weight management as well as building the ultimate physique. As far as how many calories is your daily maintenance calories, meaning how many you eat and you'll stay the same exact weight, that's going to depend on different factors like your gender, your age, your weight, your height, and even your daily physical activity. But the easiest way to know is to track your calories, and if you find that you're not gaining weight or losing weight eating a certain amount of calories, that's going to be your maintenance calories. And if you eat more than that, you're going to gain weight, and if you eat less than that, you're going to lose weight. And remember, within these amount of calories, to build the ultimate physique, you have to make sure that you're hitting your macronutrient goals. Especially if you're trying to build muscle and get shredded, protein is the building blocks to muscle. If you're not getting enough protein, you're leaving a lot of muscle and potential gains on the table. It's also going to be helpful to know as we look through these different foods that every gram of carbs and protein is going to be 4 calories, while every gram of fat is going to be 9 calories. So keep that in mind as we look through all these different foods. They may all be 600 calories, but the macronutrients are going to be 100% completely different. Starting off with the first dish, this is what a good healthy 600 calorie meal looks like. On this plate we have 8 ounces of chicken, 1 cup of rice, and 1 cup of broccoli. And now you can see why it's a go-to dish for me and so many others that are trying to get in shape and being athletes, because on this plate we have 598 calories, 52 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and a whole 75 grams of protein, which is at least 1/3 the protein goals that I need to hit for the day. And I can still eat this at least 4 times for me, because that would only be 2,400 calories and still allow me to stay within my caloric range. Moving on to our next dish, we have 7.5 ounces of ribeye steak. This is one of the fattest cuts of steak that you can have. And as I said previously, for every gram of fat, it's double the amount of calories for a gram of protein or carbs. Now the macros on this 7.5 ribeye steak is going to be 0 carbs, 50 grams of fat, and 35.5 grams of protein. And as you can see here, this piece is just like under the size of my hand. Sometimes we eat a bigger piece like this in the restaurant, to be honest, and it definitely goes with some sides, but this is what you're going to be working with for 600 calories. If you really want to watch your calories and get a higher amount of protein within the same amount of calories, I'd suggest getting a leaner piece of steak. All right, next up we have 7 chocolate chip cookies from Chips Ahoy. Just these 7 chocolate chip cookies are 605 calories, 70 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fat, and only 7 grams of protein. Not to mention all the sugar and a huge list of horrible quality ingredients that are used to make these cookies. I mean, I can easily down these things so quick with a glass of milk, so it's very important to visually see how many calories are just in 7 cookies. So next time you're eating cookies, well, I'd suggest not to, but definitely don't eat up to 7 of these. All right, now this is 1 cup of celery. It would take 37 cups of celery to equal 600 calories, but the macronutrients for that would actually be 111 grams of carbs, 6.4 grams of fat, and 25.8 grams of protein, all within 598 calories. And aside from that, celery actually has 0 grams of sugar, unlike the cookies, and it's rich in vitamins like A, C, and K. All right, up next, we got the Big Mac, and this one sandwich alone from McDonald's is gonna be 48 grams of carbs, 28.5 grams of fat, and only 28 grams of protein. And normally we don't only eat the sandwich, but we have it with fries and a drink as well. And if you did that, that would bring you all the way up to 1,450 calories. And it's also made with sugars and low quality ingredients that's just bad and unhealthy for you. I'd rather make a burger from scratch at home, because at least from home, you'll be able to put better quality ingredients in it and it'll have better nutritional value. All right, up next, we got French fries from McDonald's. This right here is a little bit less than 2 medium fries. It's actually 1 3/4 of a medium fry. Now the macronutrients in these French fries, according to McDonald's, for 600 calories is going to be 81.2 grams of carbs, 28.8 grams of fat, and 8.8 grams of protein. And again, guys, just horrible ingredients for you that's going to sit in your stomach and provide 0 nutritional value. So if you really want fries, I'll try to make healthier versions from home. They could be sweet potato fries, and you can put them in the air fryer. All right, check this one out. This is 3.5 ounces of mixed nuts. This is 600 calories, 17 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fat, and 21 grams of protein, which is actually pretty nice. Now, nuts are healthy, they're nutritious, they have nutritional value, but they're also very high in fat and calories, clearly. So be careful if you're eating handfuls of nuts. Shouldn't be eating more than something like this. All right, next up, we have a little over a cup of Haagen-Dazs chocolate ice cream. And this is gonna be exactly 598 calories, 50.6 grams of carbs, 39.1 grams of fat, and 11.5 grams of protein. So imagine, in just 1 cup of ice cream is 600 calories, not to mention mention how much sugar and everything else that goes into this. So that's why it's very important to visually understand when you look at some ice cream, how many calories you're actually consuming and its nutritional value. So the next time you go out for ice cream, make sure it's a special occasion and make sure that you're not eating more than a cup of ice cream. All right, next up we have 56 Lay's chips exactly. 15 of these chips is a serving and 56 of them is gonna be 605 calories, 57.8 grams of carbs, 38.5 grams of fat, and a measly 5.5 grams of protein. And again, no nutritional value. In fact, eating a lot of this is gonna be very bad for you. So the next time you find yourself eating some chips, separate them from the bag and only put a certain amount in like a cup or a bowl and eat from there versus eating from the bag, because then you're really gonna never know how much you're eating. Next up, we have a grilled chicken Caesar salad. This is 2 cups of romaine lettuce, 6 ounces of grilled chicken, 18 croutons exactly, and 2 tablespoons of Caesar dressing. Now this is something I can eat. And the macronutrients are gonna be 600 calories, 18 grams of carbs, 30 grams of fat, and 56 grams of protein. Now salad is something we often go to when we wanna actually eat less calories, lose weight, and get shredded. But you can see you can easily do the opposite if you're going overboard on the salad dressing, because you can easily go over 600 calories if you put more than 2 tablespoons into this, or if you're going crazy with the toppings in your salad. If you look back here, 2 tablespoons is 170 calories. So if you're putting double the amount of salad dressing, you're already making this meal 770 calories. And that doesn't go towards protein or any other helpful nutrients. So if you use a modest amount of dressing or use a healthy dressing, this can be a really good meal. All right, here we have 3 bottles of Coke. Now if you're used to drinking Coke, you probably have or could easily drink 3 bottles of Coke within a day, especially if you're having one with every single meal. And each bottle of Coke is gonna be 55 grams of carbs, 0 grams of fat, 55 grams of sugar, and 0 grams of protein. 200 calories each bottle, totaling 600 calories for 3 of these bottles. This stuff is basically like poison. It has 0 nutritional value. If you're used to drinking Coca-Cola, I would highly suggest to try to find an alternative that you like to drink, like sparkling water, water with fruits inside it, or iced tea. All right, as you can see here, we have a little over 2 bars of Hershey's chocolate. To be honest, I could eat like 10 of these and still probably be hungry, although I'd probably have a crazy stomach ache. But just remember, back in the days on Halloween, as kids, we would run through these things. So hopefully now that we're older, you're not letting your kids do the same thing. Because just for what's on this plate right here is 600 calories, 79.2 grams of carbs, 28.8 grams of fat, 9.6 grams of protein, and over like 75 grams of sugar. So imagine just being a little kid and eating all of this. This is so bad for you. Please do not let your kids do this. All right, now a lot of you may be able to relate to this one. This is an iced peppermint white chocolate mocha from Starbucks. This drink is actually more than 600 calories, so we gotta take out 2 ounces. That's gonna be 602 calories, an insane 85.5 grams of carbs, 28.5 grams of fat, and only 7.6 grams of protein. Now, I know a lot of you can be drinking Starbucks every single day. Just think about how much calories, sugar, and just bad stuff that you're putting into your body. These drinks have no nutritional value. They may taste great, but this could be one of the main things that's not allowing you to lose fat, killing your muscle definition, and killing all of your gains. You really want to stay away from this, but if you are going to go order something from Starbucks, I'd recommend trying to get something a lot more healthier. For example, you can get an iced latte with almond milk and stevia instead of sugar. That iced latte could be under 100 calories, but if you're drinking something like this and it's going over your maintenance calories every day, you could be gaining up to 5 pounds of fat or more a month. All right, next up, we have not even 2 slices of Papa John's pizza. This one is actually missing 1/4 of its slice, so 1 1/4 of a slice is 600 calories. And according to the Papa John's website, that's gonna be 63 grams of carbs, 25 grams of fat, and 30 grams of protein. And of course, all the other bad ingredients and sugar, that's really not gonna be that great for you either. And I don't know about you, but I can easily eat half a pizza. So to know that less than 2 slices of pizza is already 600 calories is pretty crazy. Now remember, depending on who you are, you may be able to eat this or not. You may be able to eat less or more as well. It's all gonna depend on different factors like your genetics and how active you are on a daily basis. Really, most things can be okay if it's not an often thing and it's a special occasion. What I wanted to do today was show you visually what 600 calories look like and how the nutritional value in 600 calories can be very different between different foods. And with this knowledge, you're well equipped to start making your own judgment on what you should and shouldn't be eating on a daily basis to reach your nutritional goals and get in the best shape of your life. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you in any way, please smash that like button. I really appreciate it. It helps YouTube share our videos to more people out there.
So that's all of today's video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you. Peace.